Let the Omega Marathon of video game characters continue. Today, I'll be analyzing Nero, a newer character in the Devil May Cry saga. He's very powerful, but why is he so powerful and what makes him so powerful? Like, this guy just came out of nowhere with very little backstory and everything. Devil May Cry 4 came out, but now we got a little bit more lore to him thanks to Devil May Cry 5, and we're going to dissect all that and why all that stuff matters when it comes to how strong he actually is. So, let's analyze how strong is Nero from Devil May Cry 4 now and Devil May Cry 5. For one, Nero is very strong because he's technically the son of, spoilers, and if you haven't seen Devil May Cry 5, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, he's the son of Virgil, brother of Dante. So yeah, he's related to Dante. That's one of the reasons why he's so powerful. We don't really know much of his past. He was abandoned by his father, aka Virgil, sometime in the past. He ended up joining this cult-ish type of thing. They liked Sparta and all that crazy enough. That cult was actually pretty insane too. It's funny that the cult that he was in want to eradicate the demons, but at the same time worship Sparta, but at the same time they want to take over the world too. Like, it's weird. They're a weird cult. But of course, he was eventually betrayed, yada, yada, yada. Go over his moveset. He owns this sword on the Red Queen. Probably considered his standard gear. He has a very interesting sword style. Sometime throughout his life, he learned sword training, evidently by this order. His buddy Credo actually was a demon too. I don't even think he knew that as well. More combos for him. Here's some pretty cool combat. I think they purposely made him not as diverse and as versatile as their characters like Dante for the reason that he's kind of like young compared to them, so they can't have them outshine them, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. He has blitz style combat where he can like run to you, slams you through the ground with a sword. He has a lot of sword combat where it involves like one of his hands. It's implied he can move as a blur based on his combos. He has this move. Somehow he can like make his sword has like a trigger to where he does this move called exceed and etc. He can charge up his sword like rev it up like a motorcycle. It's like flames that come off of it when he does this too. Can do this attack. As you can see, his combat even seems faster when he revs it up. It's like blazing hot and red. See that? Doop, it seems a lot more quicker. It's like building up your focus meter in the game mechanic type of thing. Combos are a lot faster when he does this. Blitz style again with the heat. Similar to Dante, he actually holds these revolvers, these guns. He can evidently charge them with his energy as well, like other characters like Dante. Double charge, double shot. This is how it looks on an opponent. Boom, boom. His arm can do unique stuff, like literally stretch somehow. It can like have like a little astral form, it seems. Like it can literally hold his opponent and make him as a shield. And do combos while doing so. Even without his arm, he does imply to have super strength, like being able to just punch super hard and make stuff fly. There's been multiple occasions of him showing like super strength in his fight with Dante, of course. As you can see, shows his strength just slinging these guys around like nothing. Can cut chandeliers easily. With his Devil Bringer, they call it, his arm, you know, is enough to shatter the ground. It's only natural for a character like this to have some combat speed, duh. Like his characters in his verse have, like Dante and, you know, Virgil have 25,000 miles per hour type feats, or massively faster than I can see type feats. It implied that he has speed similar to this as well. Not only does he have speed enough to do this in a special type of reload, but he can even react to being caught off guard. Very diligent. There's not really much lore or explanation on why his sword is so durable. This normal sword, it's not a demon sword. It was a sword made by this cult order type of thing, people that worship Sparta. It's insane. Despite Nero being new to the saga, he's kind of made a reputation for himself and proven to be a beast, even fighting characters that are legendary like Dante himself throughout the game, multiple times in the game, showing he can kind of hold his own even though Dante wasn't like he was trying his hardest or nothing like that. But he definitely shouldn't be disrespected. As you can see here, fighting Dante on this occasion. This is before he really knew who Dante was. That's why he's fighting him, in case you're curious. Both of them show easy combat speed feats. Like dodging bullets is like slow to them at this point. There's some very interesting cinematography in this fight, I gotta admit. Dante's kind of like testing the field and testing the terrain to see how strong Nero actually is. Dante seems to be having fun and is impressed at Nero's power because he's surprised that somebody like this is this strong. There's been multiple times in the fight where it seemed like he got an advantage over Dante, but Dante was holding back because he had Devil Trigger holding back and all that good stuff. Nero does this with his super arm and that. Oh, speaking of his arm, his arm is kinda durable. It took a straight on stabby attack from the Rebellion, one of the main gear, a special sword by Dante. That shows that the level of durability and power this Devil Bringer has, showing that he is on that level. Gotta love it. He made a pretty good name for himself in this game, fighting Dante, a combination with his Devil Arm. As you can see, gotta love the power. One of the first demons that was entering the world of the human realm. He fought this being known as the fire demon Burial. He kind of forced this guy to flee. Looks very powerful in beast, evidently not top tier. Nero basically challenges him to a fight. You can kind of tell how strong a character is based on how they interact with a character. If they seem like this is a very big threat, they won't troll as much. This didn't seem like much of a threat to Nero, showing his level of power. As you can see, look at the size difference, showing his raw power didn't matter at all. Hitting combos on him and everything. Before I go any further, I want to get to something. I know I'm jumping around in the video, but I want to kind of fast forward a little bit later on in the game where he actually got a power up, got into contact with Yamato, and that's what really made Nero make some gains. That's the way it made like I'm gonna call this Devil Trigger level 1. Like he got like a little spectral astral looking form Devil Trigger, but it somehow has a physical presence, which is why he can stretch his arms and all that stuff. Kind of looks spiritual in that nature. This changes the game. I would say this is like the Devil Trigger level 1. He gets another one in the future game. But in this, everything gets enhanced by a few fold. Seems like everything he does is like double. Like even his normal shots. Like it's like little miniature energy swords that come out. Kind of similar to that. As you can see here. Like literally swords everywhere. What does this remind you of? Virgil. And this Devil Trigger form, I'm telling you, everything is like double or triple. You can see like a little spectral version of it. Like around him like a shadow. You get more understanding how this works when you like grab the people. Now you can see like the other him, like the other shadow him. This is very similar to Virgil in a lot of ways. When he does this mode, it's like it's like the Yamato is actually stored in his arm, if that makes any sense. Which is why Virgil wanted his arm in the second game. As you can see there, long range distant attack, just like other characters, slicing the air like that, making energy waves that just keep going. As you can see, more moves. Move called a showdown. Boom, 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 boom. Flurry of combos. Yamato is a part of his arm at this point. Yes, he can move like a blur, just in case you were curious. And by the way, he can rev up his sword with the Devil Trigger, by the way, just in case you were curious. By the way, with this new Devil Trigger form, he can do this level 2, sends them flying giant demons like Burial. And the power. As you can see, Burial actually had to retreat. That's how you know it's crazy. They had to get this dude to retreat. Fought this toad-looking-ish demon as well that was trying to reel him in with flirtatious strategies. I don't know what is this, lust? Trying to sneak up on him, get a sneak attack on him. How weak and foolish. Look what he does to him. Goes inside of him, just tears him up from the inside. Gots to freaking love it. And look at that power. As you can see, Nero cleaning house like Roadhouse. Get over there. They inadvertently gave this dude a power up, I guess. Raw power. Just seeing something that big flying. They had to fight. There was a horde of them coming. Nero said, I don't have time for this. I wonder if he could have took them all on, though. Probably could have, but he didn't feel like it. Boom. Thanks to his devil arm, he has a lot of moves where he just straight up sticks you with his fist kicks and etc., which I can appreciate. And does this, boom, drills it into this boss. This boss getting handled. Yeah, he just messing up these bosses. I'm kind of feeling bad for these bosses. Does this to his buddy Angelo, Credo, buddy that was kind of being influenced by the Order. He was a demon as well, just in case you didn't know. Look how he handles him. None of these people really just stand a chance against Virgil's son. And don't let me get started when he does the Devil Trigger version of this slam. And boom, boom, boom. Yeah, he's made a name for himself in this game. Don't get it twisted. Thanks to the Yamato. And does suplexes and cool stuff like that. And a double suplex. Angelo. More examples of Nero destroying fighter demons, even though they're boss battles and they're supposed to be tough. But he does this to the Roadhouse. Like, really. They are getting abused. Goodness. And here we go. Goodness stabs with his own swords. And that's how that works. Pile driver. Did I tell you that he fought this dude from the Order that was kind of channeling some of the energy of Sparta, even the sword Sparta? As you can see, using the Devil Trigger in this occasion, just straight up sticking you. He just puts his sword on his back. No, seriously, Nero just abusing these people. When he was powered up by extra energies, he was using the Sparta sword. This didn't seem to matter. As you can see, Nero doesn't care. He does super punches like that. Probably one of his most impressive feats that nobody really dissects. This dude was channeling energy from Sparta, or at least having the sword of Sparta should make a difference. And Nero says, I don't care. Even this giant statue that had him prisoner that was channeling energy from another world and all that crazy stuff. Nero says, I ain't having it. Does that to the giant thing. Giant, look at that. Blocks both of those attacks with his devil arm. The false savior. Then you get to really see how big this thing gets. Like that. Night statue. Look at the shockwave it caused. It caused all the nearby stuff, windows, the bust, and all that. The attack power of Nero. Made a name for himself in the first game. Don't lie. You enjoyed it. So there was actually a time skip. They still doing their little demon work. He's cool with this person known as Nico. Devil May Cry 5, more realistic graphics. I know you noticed. He still has demon arm from the first game. And this is how that happened. He actually got a little power down a little bit. Got his arm taken off the Yamato at that. Makes sense, right? That's gotta hurt. He has a lot of his old combos still, even in the new game. Gotta pay respect for that. Of course, he has the blue rose the gun like he always had before. The different arms he have in this game have a different variety of moves. Like this one having like a big electric-ish hand, if that makes sense. And that's how it looks against enemies. That's how that one looks. As you can see, it's like a shockwave thing. It's good for like it's literally good for maneuverability. It's like airwalking, skywalking, like literally being able to fly in the air, kind of, sort of. Just in case I forget to say something in this video about every little thing when it comes to the lore in them, Mundus is evidently a universal level being or a universal threat. Dante and them has defeated him in the past. Nero in this new game has been fighting Dante. Nero even got a new form, which was stronger than Dante's normal Devil Trigger, we can all assume, right? I'd still say he's still below Dante and Virgil, but it's not an astronomical gap, you know what I mean? That's saying a lot considering the threat of these people in this verse. Nero is no stranger to like manhandling different type of demons, even in a new game, kind of joking around with super powerful demons, even boss type of, supposedly boss battle type characters. He doesn't really take them seriously in some degrees. Only being he really got handled by was Urizen, aka his dad. Showing that size doesn't mean nothing to these characters. Urizen, aka his dad, that was like a pure monster at the time of the game being made these avatars of himself, kind of do his bidding out of Trish and Lady, just in case you were curious, like the friends of Dante and stuff like that. But Nero has a boss battle with these beings.
What? No chit chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
These weird and nasty looking demons. He definitely implied to have massively faster than I can see movement, as you can see here, dashing all around the place. This giant demon that's like massive in scale, like building size. He took care of that. I shouldn't have to show you that, but I'll probably show you in a little bit anyway, just because I'm nice. I really like him and Nico's relationship. She's such a troll, even though I think she likes him low key. You're probably wondering that cutscene. Well, I thought his arm got ripped off. No, I'm gonna get to that. Give me a second. The guy that took his arm in the first place, Urizen. This is the only really being that was really a threat to him, like the Demon King Urizen, which is basically his dad. So that makes sense on why he would take an L to this guy. Plus, he's fully demon at this point. He was kind of powerful. Nero wasn't at his. I mean, heck, Urizen was manhandling Dante in his Devil Trigger form, the same Devil Trigger form that handled characters like Mundus. So that makes sense, right? But I gotta admit, Nero did his best though. But it really didn't matter. If I'm being honest, he just kind of got handled here. Yeah, I hate seeing my boy Nero get done like this. This is before he got the upgrade I'm gonna tell you about later. He just happy he landed something. And yeah, it's a long story. Virgil doesn't recognize him because he doesn't know he has a son, and at this point, he doesn't even know Dante's his brother. He don't even know he's Virgil right here. Like, very confusing, right? Yeah, his mind is kind of messed up. He's just completely separate. Yeah, it was bad. It was really an emotional awakening for Nero. The reason why he got his power up in Devil May Cry 5, he remembered the past events where he couldn't save his buddy Credo because he didn't have enough strength, or whatever. This is really traumatic for him, indeed. This is one of his buddies from the Order, the cult he was in, I guess.
And now all of a sudden I find out I have a family. What am I supposed to do with that?
You always know which path is right, which is wrong. There's no need to doubt yourself.
Thanks. I guess that's all I needed to hear. I have one last thing to take care of, and then I'm coming home. I couldn't protect Credo. To this day, I hate myself for not having enough strength. But this time is different. I swear! I'm not letting you die!
Dante and Virgil in this state were like in the most powerful forms they've ever been. Nero was able to stop their attack mid-flight, even though one could say they was battle damaged and tired. But yeah, Nero's still a beast though. Virgil seems impressed by this power-up too. Pushes him back. Nero's stronger than he's ever been.
Power is this?
Yes, Nero looks a beast.
This ends right here. Listen to me. I told you already. This is not your.
Boom! Talking about power. He did that's the demand, the myth, the legend himself.
You listen. Dead weight. I won't let you kill each other. There are other ways of settling your differences.
I probably said this a million times already in this video, but to really get an understanding of how strong these characters actually are, make sure you check out my Dante and Virgil videos I've already made to really piggyback off this one to see why overpowering them, even though they was tired or weakened in this state, is impressive regardless of how you look at it, considering what Dante's done fighting universal threats, beings like Mundus who can threaten the universe, stuff like that.
Dante's not gonna die here. And neither are you. I'm not gonna die my ass. Oh, that bitch slap nearly killed me.
Huh. That's a little respect from Dante.
Nero. Then by default, I mean you. Agreed, Dante? When this is over, I'll make you submit. Father.
Fighting his straight up dad in the actual fight to really prove how strong Nero has actually become in a straight on boss battle, even though he just got done fighting Dante, but still. Give you an idea that Nero made quite a bit of gains. That makes sense, right? I'm gonna go back to Virgil in a second, but let me just show you how he's been abusing these boss battles with his new powers and stuff like this, and then new game. Like literally, this is what happens when you have his full power in the beginning of the game. Looking like an angel for real then. Like literally giving him a paddling. This is bad. Like, goodness gracious, oh my, look at it. Lifting up these big old bosses, manhandling them like always. Okay, I'm really feeling bad for these people. Oh my gosh. Stop abusing these, man. Stop abusing these demons, Nero, please. He even does it in his super form. My goodness. Just abusing them. Ouch. Even to these giant ones. Pop, 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 pop. Nero always be just sticking people with his hands. I love that about him. Even in this super mode. Even if he gets arisen. Even though this might have not went as well as it should have. As you can see. Talking about abusing these people, man. Like, Nero, this is just not right. Fodderizing them. And back to Virgil. I told you I was going to be back to Virgil. Yeah, it's just impressive to see this happen to Virgil. The fact that he can fight his dad, man. This dude made some gains. As you can see there. Got stabbed, but counters. Boom. Both having some really good regenerative healing factors, though. Let's be real with that. Bop, bop, bop. Beast mode. Not to mention, he actually can stand a chance against the Sin Devil trigger states. And even stop them mid-blitz just to slam them. Or this wouldn't be a part of the mechanic, right? If he couldn't do it. And there you go. Even does this to like his little shadow avatars. Nilo Angelo style. Slams those. Literally grabs both of them and hits them together. Plus, we gotta remember Nero's a descendant of Sparta. Virgil's dad, that is. So all that is important because Virgil and Dante at this point in their careers should be above their dads, should be. But we'll never know for sure unless we ever see them fight, you know. Nero has this type of potential in the future. Hopefully we'll see him get another upgrade. I mean, after all, Sparta is the same guy that like overpowered and defeated sealed characters like Mundus, who was Universal Threat and all that good stuff. It shows the lore. Characters like Ergo Sax, the king once ruled most of the demon world and subdued all of the demons, but was defeated by Sparta. So Sparta did defeat a being like Ergo Sax, a being that should be comparable to Power Mundus, who is the spirit embodiment, an aspect. He is at times worshipped and stuff like that. Nero has these type of genetics. And it is confirmed that Sparta did defeat Mundus in the lore, deep in the lore. And guess what? That's technically Nero's granddaddy. So Virgil's son, Nero's a monster, no matter how you look at it. But that's just about going to do it, guys. Make sure you check out my Dante and Virgil videos to add on top of this. I might do more videos about Devil May Cry if you guys enjoy this a lot. I might do a video about Sparta himself, which I've pretty much done kind of because I've already explained how he works in multiple videos like Virgil's video and Dante's video and even in this video. But if y'all just want a separate video about Sparta himself, like Devil May Cry, Dante's father, Virgil's father, let me know if this does successful and if it gets enough views. Then this stuff takes a lot of work. If I do all this, putting together all these videos and y'all want that video, but these videos don't really get no views like that, then it's not going to really give me no encouragement to make more. You know what I mean? So depending on how good these do, it'll make me want to do a Sparta video if y'all are interested in that type of thing. Or if you think I've already covered enough of Sparta in these Virgil and Dante videos, that's also fine as well. And I can just move on to other stuff. Any feedback is good feedback. Post some comments down below. Let me check out those playlists so you can marathon stuff like this. I do a lot of stuff like this on my channel. Affiliate links, etc. Description. And just have a binge watch to my page and enjoy yourself. Respect Nero, the newest addition to the Devil May Cry saga, continuing Sparta's bloodline. Hopefully we can see a Nero, Dante, and Virgil team up type of epic event. Mundus gets resurrected or Mundus descendant gets resurrected. That's pure evil or something, or they got to fight it together. Just something cool to see these guys fight together on screen. I'm tired of Virgil and Dante trying to kill each other. Next storyline, let's go. I know it's kind of hard to come up with new storylines, but hey, be creative. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you think. I'll see you guys later.